Anthony Hartwig here with a YSN Austintown Fitch's Coach's Corner with Steve Ward, head coach of the softball team. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Well, thanks for having me, Anthony. I appreciate it.
So, I start this interview off in every other way. Uncertain times right now. What's kind of the feeling of the team? I'm sure you're in close contact with all your players. What's the mentality of the team right now?
The mentality that we've been, as a coaching staff, reaching out to the kids is kind of telling them that we don't have to get ready if we stay ready. Mm-hmm. So it's very important with them staying in touch with Coach Wedding, using Team Builder, getting their workouts in. He's doing a lot of body weight exercises, posting daily for them. And also, we encourage them to get outside, throw with mom, throw with dad, just to do some drills inside. On March 12th, the last day that, we saw them, told them, hey, sign out tees, sign out wiffle balls, sign out whatever you need to take home to make sure that, at that time it was a 3-week period to hit in the garage, do what you need to do. So we keep encouraging to say, hey, we have hope. OHSA released a May schedule that goes until the end of June now for the state tournament. So, hopefully on May 1st, we all get back doing what we should be doing.
And take us back to that last practice you guys had before everything was shut down. And you could definitely kind of see what was going to happen and see the writing on the wall. What was that conversation like when you had to tell kind of your players what the next steps were going to be?
It was very surreal that we actually didn't have a practice scheduled that day because, we ran a bunch of practices in a row. We wanted to give them a day off and then hit Friday and then into the weekend hard. So we met in the stadium and, having a team together, 1 week away from starting scrimmages, and to look at them and say, guys, this is, something that I've never dealt with. Nobody has dealt with, to say, we can't see each other. And this is a team that, since September, we've been going 3-4 days a week with the weight room, with open gyms, things like that. And to look at them to say, guys, stay safe. This is uncharted territory. We don't have enough information. There's not a lot of data out there that, they're trying this thing at that time that was called social distancing, which we've never really ever put those two words together before. And they just looked at me and, they're like, Coach, is this for real? Like, we thought we were getting like a Friday off for school cleaning because we started, hearing stuff through the news and things like that. But so it was a very surreal moment. It was something that I certainly never planned for. My coaching staff certainly never planned for. There were definitely some tears. I got emotional because, this is a special team that we have.
And you said it, we've never really gone through anything like this before. So every team, every coaching staff kind of handling it differently. What has been your game plan trying to keep this team kind of united and focused on the fact that they could be playing games in May?
Well, again, we keep telling them, hey, stay ready, stay ready. Our pitcher, Lydia, was in the driveway pitching when it wasn't snowing outside. So she's trying to stay ready to go. Same thing with Caitlin Evanko. She's pitching in the driveway. Her dad's catching for her. Like I said, kids are hitting. So, to be ready for that May 1st, obviously as a team, we've been Zooming with each other just like you and I are doing right now. We have our group text. Right now, Maddie Taylor is going to be putting together a TikTok or two of us sending videos to her, just for some fun and get everybody involved. And then starting on Monday, we're going to do a senior-led team challenge where each senior will get 7 to 8 players. We have 3 seniors, and they're going to be responsible for keeping track of these points. And the points will range from, hey, you got to make your family dinner tonight, you get 3 points. Or, you're going to, I have some of these written down. Just even read a book for 15 minutes for fun, not for classwork. Get all your homework done for the week. Play a musical instrument. All sorts of different challenges. And obviously, working out is one of them. Writing a letter to someone and sending it through the mail. So by doing challenges like that, we really hope to keep the team spirit together, because that was one thing that, as I said earlier, this is a special team, and the special team is their bond together of how much time that they spent together in the weight room, getting ready for the season, how much time they spent in open gyms, going to their private coaches for hitting, for pitching, everything. So hopefully on May 1st, we hit the ground running.
What were the expectations for this season before all this happened? What kind of expectations did you have for the team?
I I knew we were going to be a solid team. You know, I think we're going to have to get hot because we lost 7 seniors last year who, you know, had a major impact of us winning the AAC title for the first time in 19 years. So the expectations are we have a lot of talent, but not a lot of experience. So we're really looking forward to getting our scrimmages in, starting the season off, because we just have a young team that's inexperienced now. And if we grow the way that, you know, we expect these kids to grow, we're going to be a pretty tough team. Well, we were saying, you know, we want to play our best ball in May. So right now we're kind of saying we just want to play ball in May.
I like that. So you guys won the AAC last year for the first time in a while, and now you got that target on your back. What's that mentality like when all of a sudden this team is the team that everybody wants to beat?
Well, you know, we never looked at it that way. We never looked at, you know, we're on the top. We enjoyed the championship, obviously, but now that's in the trophy case. So one thing that we told the team that we're not last year's team, not at all. That we now have a complete new group. We have, I want to say 6 new people in positions, more people going out for it. So we're a completely different team. So if we're going to rely on what we did last year and say, well, we were champions last year, that's not going to cut it. You know, Boardman has a really strong team coming back. Canfield has a new coaching staff. They're always strong. So it would be between us 3 going after that AAC title. And, you know, the experience of the preseason would have really helped us.
Let's talk about your team. Let's start with the pitching and what you got in the circle this year and what kind of things you expect from your pitchers.
Well, we have a great 1-2 combo. Lydia Spalding, I mean, probably the greatest athlete I've ever coached, and I've been coaching for almost 20 years between football, basketball, softball. She's probably just the single best athlete I've ever been around. She's so humble and works so hard. She got a nice long body, so that obviously helps her in the mound, and it, you know, her work ethic, her drive. She's a verbal commit to Penn State. So having that on the mound really, really gives everybody else the confidence. Her work, her drive just sets the team on fire. And then following her up, because we like to do, you know, whether it's a 4-3, 5-2, however the innings work out, is our senior Caitlin Abanko, because she's a righty, different style, and it really throws batters off. So our pitching is going to be very solid this year. And so, go ahead.
No, you finish.
Then moving into the catcher spot, you know, we have a senior Jenna Chumlick who's had an amazing 3 weeks of practice when we were in there. Like, she just looked phenomenal. That we were very excited. And we have another potential Division I recruit following behind her in McKenna Hogan. And she's a very, you know, tall, strong freshman coming in there. She would have got some innings in this year to get some experience. You know, circling around the infield, I truly believe is another Division I recruit in Maddie Taylor. And she hit close to 550 as a freshman in the schedule that we had last year, which at the end of it, I think included 4 different state champions. There was a team that was ranked top 3 in the USA for USA Today. And this girl, Timon, just came to play. She's a big time player. Actually, Mickey will be our final senior, and she's going to lock down second base for us. She's the 3-year starter for us. But, you know, 350 hitter consistently. So she has good range. Alyssa Melody will be at our shortstop. She was a little banged up last year, but just an explosive athlete, cannon of an arm, runs like a deer. We're really excited for her to have her first full season on. We were excited for her to have that first true full season. You'll hear me saying that over and over again, I think. But, yeah, we're really big on her having a strong year. Then at third base, we were looking at Sophia Senadak, who's a sophomore coming in, had a really great JV season, impressed us in the weight room. Another kid that just, you know, is a competitor. Our outfielder, only returning outfielder, is Haley Tarr. She's a junior this year. She started right field for us, and she'll continue to play that right field spot. Then Sydney Schaefer is coming up from the JV ranks at center field. And Anna Skarbinski, who part-time did a shortstop for us before she got injured last year. She'll be in left field. And Maya McNevin is another junior that's kind of in the mix. And we have a couple freshmen of Leah Hill and Maddie Butis and Caitlin Mitchell. They're all going to contribute in some way.
You just went down your whole lineup, and I appreciate that. But take a little bit more time and talk a little bit more in depth about each of your seniors and kind of what they bring to the team and what they bring off the diamond as well and their personalities and just take time to highlight them.
Well, I'll start with Jenna Chumlick behind the plate because that's our field general there. You know, she's a state speech qualifier. She qualified, I believe, 3 years in a row for states for that. So obviously strong academic person, a very good leader in the sense that she calms everybody down. You know, as a coach, I sometimes get, all fiery and and she's just like, Coach, calm down. It's okay. So we got this. Don't worry about it. So her personality is one that just really brings people together, that brings the team together and lets us take a big deep breath. So we're very excited for her season. Ashley Mickey, she is the quiet one, but has that perfect timing joke all the time. We're a very loose team. I mean, when you see us, we're always smiling because we emphasize to the kids, if you don't love being here and coaching, we don't love being here, it's just a struggle. So, we have a good time, and this team knew how to work hard. And our seniors, like, Ashley Mickey is one that could crack a joke, but, she's going to work her butt off. And she won her spot as a sophomore during a scrimmage. She came in and just lit it up at shortstop. But then come her junior year, we asked her to move over to second base. We had a bigger need there. And just the team spirit of, sure, coach, whatever you need. Put me anywhere. I don't care. So love to see that. And then our final senior, Caitlin Evanko, she got in a lot of innings last year as well because we have that combo between her and Lydia. Big bat with her personality. She's the loud one. She's the one that's going to be getting the team up, cheering them up, kind of grabbing the shoulder saying, let's go, we got this. And, another true fiery competitor. So that's one thing that each kid brings their competitiveness in a different way, but they really link this team together because somebody is going to identify with one of the three personalities. And they're on point with the team message. They're on point with saying, we understand what our mission is, what our goal is, and coach, whatever you need us to do, we're going to do it. So I have a lot of love and respect for our seniors going through our program.
You said earlier that you have a couple of players that are legitimate D1 caliber talents. You even have a Penn State verbal commit. And that's more than a lot of schools in this area can say as far as having multiple Division I caliber athletes. What's it kind of like coaching that kind of talent? And the recruiting aspect is a lot different if you're going for D1. What's that going through all that kind of like?
Well, for us, the rules recently changed for recruiting. So before that, if you weren't recruited pretty much in 7th and 8th grade, you weren't signing D1. So Lydia came into the program already knowing that she was going to Penn State. So that was nice for her. Now, Maddie Taylor, she's looking at a couple different colleges. A couple different colleges are looking at her. But as a sophomore, they're not allowed to contact her. So it goes through her travel coach, myself, sending out emails, making phone calls, just trying to get the word out for, making skills videos. And so that's my end of the aspect of recruiting for them is, I say, hey, where do you want to go? And, they give me a list. I start calling, I start emailing, and I let these coaches know just what type of quality player they are. And, we have honest discussions with the players. If we don't feel that they're truly a Division I or maybe they don't fit there, we're going to let them know. But, with those two, they're definitely Division I athletes. And our final one, Division I's a hard one. Our freshman, McKenna, she has the physical build for a Division I, especially at a catcher. She's a strong kid. And her dedication and work ethic, this would have been a big growing year for her to see exactly where she would fit into that one. But, those kids, they've all indicated that they want to go play big time, which is just unbelievable commitment. My wife played at Kent State, and, so she kind of let them know the rundown of, hey, this is kind of what your schedule looks in college. It's a job. And so you better love it.
You said it before as well. You're a seasoned coach in multiple sports. What is it about coaching, especially at this level, that you love so much that has kept you doing it for as long as you have?
It's the players. That's what brings me back time and time again. It's the relationships you form. It's The fact that, I'm still in contact with kids that, we coached in 2005, and they're full grown adults, and we're going to their weddings, and they're having kids now and things like that. And it's those type of relationships that are long lasting, that, you build that trust, that idea that you're their mentor. But as time shifts, you start to see a friendship really forming. And so for me, coaching wise, what brings me back again is, wins are great, titles are great. We've been a part of two district title teams going into regionals. And those are great memories. But, wins come and go. You're going to have winning seasons, you're going to have losing seasons. But if you don't have the strong relationship with the players, then it's just going to burn out. And like I said before, this team, we've been with them since September. And the numbers of kids we had in the weight room was amazing to us. We had consistently 10, 14, 15 players in that range, 3-4 times a week. So with that since September, we really felt that it was going to be a fun season.
And what is it about the Austintown Fitch School District that makes you proud that you get to represent them as a coach and that you get to wear their colors and their symbol?
Well, I've always worn their colors. I'm a 97 graduate. I got to play sports, football primarily. I lived here. When my wife and I got married, we chose to stay here because Austintown, it's in my blood. This is where I want to be. I'm never going to move out of here. There's nowhere else I want to be. The families are wonderful, the hard work, the ethic. I mean, take a look at the early 90s teams in football. Just that blue-collar, hard-working mentality. That has never left us throughout all these years. These kids come in, most of them are from blue-collar backgrounds. They're ready to work, and they're appreciative of things that come their way.
So let's have some fun before we let you go. Quarantine has kind of kept us all in the house the last couple of weeks. What has been your favorite quarantine activity the last couple of weeks?
Watching Netflix with my wife. We're picking movies. So right now we're in the Good Place right now. It cracks us up nonstop. So we just got into season 2. And so that's probably the number one thing, but a close second would be looking in the refrigerator. There's no doubt, as the old joke goes, is, after this, I'm going to have to socially distance from the fridge and going into the snacks.
What has been what's the worst movie you've seen during quarantine?
Oh, the worst movie. Believe it or not, Trolls 2. I was not a fan of Trolls 2. We got it and, had a big movie night. My wife set up an actual kind of stand where kids, they had to do their chores and they got money. So they had to come in, buy their snacks, buy their popcorn. They got a ticket to go see the movie. We kind of tried to set up our family room as a movie theater. And so just to give them, a little bit of break in normalcy. But unfortunately, the movie was just okay.
I'm interested. Did you like the first one? Was it kind of a disappointment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the first one. Second one, it was okay.
All right.
It was okay. So
thank you so much for taking the time to join us here today. And we definitely hope that we see you on a softball field here pretty soon.
I hope so too, Anthony. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and go Falcons.
Yes, absolutely.